Hi, my name is Nabilah and I'm so excited to be sharing my recipes with a Dragonfly 360 Reset series. Today I'll be sharing my salmon tikka recipe and I love this recipe so much. It's absolutely delicious, it's easy to make, it's comforting and it's perfect for when you're feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm gonna start by making my marinade. First I'm gonna grate a little bit of my ginger. So I'm just gonna finely grate about an inch of ginger. You can chop it, you can mince it, it's up to you. But I find that when you grate it, you'll get a lot more of the juices and the flavor from the ginger. I'm gonna grate my garlic as well. So we're just gonna use about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. So over here I've got some cumin, garam masala. Add in a little bit of black pepper. Dried spices are good for you when you're feeling a little bit tired or lethargic. It'll give you that nice boost of energy. And now I'm gonna add in some Greek yogurt. You can see it's so creamy. It tastes absolutely amazing. And of course, it's high in probiotic. So it's really good for your stomach and your immune system. So this is going to be our marinade, but it's also going to be the sauce for our tikka. I'm adding my chili powder and we're just going to give it a quick mix. All right, now some salt. I'm using a little bit of sea salt and just a little bit of brown sugar. We are going to add our salmon and rub the marinade all over it and let it sit for about 15 minutes before we grill it. So it's been 15 minutes and I'm ready to grill my salmon now. So I'm just gonna heat a little bit of olive oil in my pan. And of course, olive oil is high in antioxidant and there's so many different types of vitamins and minerals and it's just absolutely good for you. Okay, before grilling my salmon, I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on top of my fish. This is to just give like a fresh taste to the salmon. Because we marinated it with Greek yogurt, so the marinade is a little bit on the thick side. So you just want to sort of wipe some of it off before grilling it. Grill it. Okay, so now my salmon's done. It's beautiful. You can see like the charred marks on the salmon and that's what you really want. So now we're making the sauce and I am using a little bit of ghee. This is just for flavor. You don't have to. You can also just use olive oil. And once the ghee is melted, I'm going to saute my green chilies. This would give a nice heat, peppery taste to my tikka. And a little bit of tomato paste. And then we're gonna throw our marinade in. Where all the spices are. So just now I had some raw garlic and raw ginger in the marinade. So I'm just gonna cook this for about 5 minutes so that my spices are cooked and it doesn't taste like raw spices anymore. Okay, so my sauce is done. I'm gonna pop my fish in, but before that, oh, I almost forgot my coriander. So this is going to give an amazing flavor to our salmon. Add in our fish. Gently. I broke one piece already. So basically I didn't cook my salmon all the way through, so it's still quite raw in the center, and that's because I'm putting it in the oven. Take some of the sauces and just pour it over the fish. So I'm gonna pop this into the oven for about 10 minutes and I've preheated my oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So it's been 15 minutes and my salmon's done. It smells absolutely amazing. Oof. Just look at that. I'm going to chop some cashew nuts. These are baked cashew nuts. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of cream. And a little bit more coriander. It smells absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to dig in. Ooh. Oh, it's so rich and flavorful. I'm gonna have another bite. And right after this, I will be sharing another recipe that's comforting and delicious, which is my spiced pumpkin vegan soup. I'm gonna eat this first. So good. Yeah. So the soup that we're making today is a spiced roasted pumpkin and cauliflower soup, and it's completely vegan, so there's no cream or there's no animal stocks or anything like that. So I've got some curry powder and some garam masala and a little bit of chili powder. So that's going to give us a really good heat. This soup is perfect for when you're coming down with a cold, or when you're having fever, or even when you get the cramps. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to start by cutting my cauliflower. I'm using about half a cauliflower floret. Cauliflower and pumpkins high in antioxidant. And if you don't like cauliflower and pumpkin, you can also use other vegetables that you like. So I've got my pumpkin here that I've cubed. I'm just gonna put it on my tray. Add the cauliflower as well. So now I'm gonna roughly chop my garlic, roast them together with my pumpkin and cauliflower. So you just want like rough chunks. And now I'm going to season it with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. I'm going to drizzle some extra virgin olive oil and just toss everything together. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in the oven and roast it for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes and my vegetables are done. It smells so good. Ooh. I love the brown bits because that's gonna give an amazing flavor to your soup. Just gonna heat a little bit of olive oil. Now I am going to saute my onions. Curry powder, garam masala, and of course my chili powder. So now I'm going to add in my roasted vegetables. Ah, gorgeous. Just mix it. So now we're going to add in our vegetable stock. And now we're going to bring it to a boil. So I've been boiling my soup for about 10 minutes and now it's come to a boil and I am going to add my coconut milk. I'm going to add a little bit of raw honey. This is to balance out the flavor. We've got, all the spices. So I'm using an immersion blender and I'm just going to blend all my vegetables. All right, I think it's done. Because the soup is so rich and has quite a bit of fiber from your cauliflower, you don't really need to serve it with anything else. Drizzle a little bit of coconut milk, some roasted pumpkin seeds, and a little bit of chopped chives. Now there you have it. This is my roasted pumpkin and cauliflower soup, which is completely vegan and absolutely delicious. I love incorporating spices into my cooking when I'm not feeling my best, because I feel like spices will make me feel warm and nice on the inside. I love both of my recipes, my salmon tikka and my roasted pumpkin and cauliflower soup, and I hope you'll try it soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great pleasure to be part of Dragonfly 360 Reset series.